What do you want when you grow up, Daddy? I want a garage. So this is the famous cylinder block cylinder, engine mounting as it's in English, and it goes on that side of the engine, and it fails often because the oil filter and the fuel filter are above it and you get leaks on it, and so it's now you can hear the vibration. And it's pretty bad. And I know it's only the right hand engine mounting that's failed, because if I turn the wheel that way it stops, obviously when the car's moving, and you pitch the engine, take the weight off the mount. So I'm going to go down to a car park and a flat area. I've had the tracking sorted on the car. Before the wheel was there and the car was going over to the right. I paid €800 for this car, which was probably a couple of hundred too much. I've got a door click-clack ordered and to fit. I've got an ABS sensor to fit. And that service light, unless you reset it with a diagnostic tool or you get the factory to do it, it stays on for like 2 minutes. Here we are. To get this door panel off, you've got that Torx screw there, and you take the surround off that, and then the rest of it pops out with a bit of prising. And it's replacing that. Do some damping in there. I've changed the struts, they go in the hydraulic struts. So axle stand, vital. So that resonance changed this already. When this job's done, I'll put the top cover back on and we'll have a final listen inside the car to the resonance. That is painful. Okay. Cassette's vibrating. If I bring the revs up a bit. Focus, what's going on here? Yeah, it's a bit better, but fuck me, it sounds like a bus. Feels like a tractor. So, this is what's going in. There are two 10mm plastic nuts to take off. Yeah, and here to gain access. Okay, there's the famous you can see that the top nut is completely, well, it's completely sunk in into the housing, into the rubber. Go to the original. So this is a 17mm, and of course, you know, kind of gets in the way straight away, the housing. Alternative is a socket, and that's for this one, and then there's 17 at the back. I'm going to have to cut out the rubber to get access to this one. I'm going to need a good Stanley knife. Again, make sure you've got everything before you leave home. These are 14mm, and don't be afraid to get some extra leverage on there, they're tight. Alright, so cut that out to get access. This will go on now, just about. Again, it was a tight fit, but once it's cracked loose, it comes off as easy as this. I have hardly turned it. Bus just leaving next door, school bus going on his business. So with these two out, what I'm going to do is get a trolley jack, put it under the sump with a piece of wood, that piece of wood, to spread the load of the jack, and I'm going to lift this side of the engine up and then attack that back 17mm. This is technically known as a bit of a bar steward. Get this off. There's terrible access, you can't get a socket on there on this 17mm at the back. Sucks all the balls, man. I've taken this second 10mm off and pushed that out the way. Get it out the way like that now. I really need something on the end of that for more torque. You can, and I don't have anything to hand. That won't go over the spanner. You can't really get a hammer to it. It's very handy. Alright, whoever designed this shouldn't be quite with the Nuremberg trial jury, but it's not far off. Getting that back one out is a bastard. You've got to go from that way with a combination spanner, with a ring spanner on it, a 17mm. I've jacked the engine up and I've just come around the front here, not a lot of sign of life, and it's actually liberated and free. Thank God. Now the bolt is still attached there. You can see it where the access to it is. Very badly designed. You've got a lot of oil here and a lot of debris that's falling from the top of the engine. Leaks, it degrades the rubber, and it is a bastard. Okay, pause. While I'm here, look at this rubber. Look at the state of it. I haven't touched that. That's how it's come off, right? It's just breaking off. Right. So the car's done 450,000 kilometres, 300,000 miles for cash, and I guess that's the original. I hope it is. And the one I've bought was €50. I've heard stories about the hydraulic. There's 5 engine mountings on this engine, on this setup. Some of them are more expensive than others. Some of them are kind of a ball socket, like that, and they cost like 120 odd. This was 50. It's not an original Volvo part, but it's what it is. I can see it now. At least I can see it. Before I couldn't see it, because it's always the one that's in tightest. The other one came out with a finger. Fuck me. It's actually getting tighter, if anything.
rubbish off buying Volvos. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, I've seen a video where they changed the shape from the 850 to the V70 and there's a guy saying, oh, you can blame me for the exterior design and him for the interior design. The interior design, lovely. Interior, exterior, the front end that they've done, I don't like it. I prefer the 850. And whoever designed this ball breaking fucker needs, he says in the video, which is from a motor show from about 1998 or 7, when the 850 was phased out. If you've got any complaints, I'm the man, or my colleague here. I was like, yeah.
Where are you, mate? I've got a complaint here. I've got one, alright. I have to say though, it's a lovely car, this Volvo V70, for anybody that doesn't know. Wonderful drive, wonderful seats, safe, still feels like $1 million. And if this goes to plan, it should feel like $1.5 million. But boy, I don't even know how I'm going to get this bolt out, to be honest. I mean, what the hell? How the fuck is this going to come out the top? It's like a 2-inch bolt. I haven't got the clearance. Ah, this is top completely fucking. You know, the fuck. Go to a mechanic, let him deal with it. Jesus Christ, on a bike. What the fuck? Fuck me. Well, nearly there. Only another fucking 40 minutes. Jesus. Like, what the hell? Drive shaft's completely in the way. Fucking bullshit. Compromise. Cockamamie fucking design this is. Ah, it's tight to the right to the end. No. Look at this. Oh, do you know what? I can't pick the camera up. The fucking greasy, shitty job.
I can't use this. I can't get the fucking spark.
Give me strength. Alright, I can get it that way from now. So. From here, right. Sweet Mary and Joseph. Well, that's enough filming. Damn, how long to get that out? Fuck me. And I wouldn't mind so much, but I've got something to do. I've got to give an English lesson, French lesson. That's fucking murder, right? On there. New one. Where's the new one? Car up a bit more, just to get some height. That can come down a bit eventually, but I'll put the top 2 in first. I'll put 1 in anyway. That's all in. All done. Now what you really need for this is a 70mm ring spanner click clack. Right, that's absolutely what you need, a ratchet spanner, crick crick crick. And with that I apologise to Volvo and to Sweden. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, pack up and I'm late for my lesson. So, all good basically. side. That's painful. Okay. Cassette's vibrating. Oh, that sounds great.